Okay, guys, we're about to go live with the one and only Dan Thomas, played for the NFL, Miami Dolphins, Kansas State. We're going on live.
Live, guys.
Make sure you tune in, guys.
Alrighty. Welcome, Dan.
Let's go.
Alright, so, welcome Instagrammers. Chris here from ASM Scholarships. I'm here with the one and only Daniel Thomas. What's up, bro?
What's going on, guys?
Good, good. So we had a lot of people contact us who wanted to play American football in college, and obviously Daniel Thomas is our ambassador, also our head football director. So we thought, why not make a special interview with yourself and help you American football players learn how to become a Miami Dolphin player, right?
Right.
So let's just go over some facts. So you played at Northwest Mississippi Junior College. You then transferred to Division I Kansas State, which is what you're wearing today. Wearing it, blinging it up.
Proud, man.
With pride. And then you went to second round draft. You went to the Miami Dolphins.
Right.
So let's go into how did you get into football first of all?
I started out maybe around at the age of 7. I had 2 older brothers that played football, so football was in their family. I wanted to be like my older brothers, so I got into it because of them. And I played from 7 years old all the way up until I was 29 years old.
Who's the better brother?
It's hard to say. I'm the best player. I was
You're
the
the
best
one that
player.
made the NFL.
Yeah, I was the best,
Yeah.
obviously.
So okay, and so obviously you went through you went through high school. You were improving, getting bigger.
Right.
Why did you not go straight to Division I? Why did you go to junior college first of all?
For me, I wasn't really prepared academically and athletically at the time in high school. So I went to junior college for 2 years. I got better as a player and as a student athlete, and I had never been around trainers and strength coaches that actually push you to the limits and get you better as a player. So that was more beneficial for me, and as a result, I started getting offers from all kinds of Division I schools. So junior college really improved my game and helped it take it to the next level.
So you always had the ability, it's just you were never really like pushed in the right direction.
Right.
So your grades kind of limited you to get to Division I straight away.
Right.
So you had the talent, you just didn't
Right.
really have the right help say along the way. I did have that question later on, but I'll bring it to you now. Like, how important is academics in this process?
I mean, it's very important. Kids have to understand that you cannot play sports your entire life. So you have to have a backup plan, and with education, that gives you opportunity to explore other options, off the field. So with academics, it's probably the most important thing for me. I always thought about what I would do after football. So having a support system academically when you go to Division I schools that make sure that you're taken care of academically. So that's the biggest thing with Division I schools.
Right. So what was it like when you transferred from junior college to Division I? What was the biggest differences you found?
Just the campus. The campus was humongous.
That's at Kansas State, right?
Yes, Kansas State. Playing football every Saturday, we had about 60,000 people in the stadium, and just the amount of people at the school, it was just insane. Because I was used to going to schools with hundreds of kids and maybe a few thousand here and there, but going there where it's over 80,000 students was.
And you're on TV, people shouting your name out.
Yeah, it was insane.
That must have been incredible for people like shouting your name out and
it was
autographs. It was autographs back then, right? Was it selfies too?
We had a little bit of both. And the most craziest thing was I had a billboard right in town. So my high school friends would come in town and they would see the billboard of me and they couldn't really believe it. So
that must have been crazy coming from high school then to that.
Yeah, because I come from a small town. We have one red light. The biggest store we have is a Winn-Dixie. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. Yeah. But it's a small town.
So, so you were in college now. Let's go into college days. What would a day be like in college for you? What would an average, if a football player's watching this who wants to come to college, what would they experience on a day-to-day?
It's most definitely a grind. Okay, so usually we would get up around 6 a.m. We'd get a workout in before class. So we work out.
What kind of workout is that? Is that weights? Is it
weight training, a little speed training, the whole nine, you know what I mean? So we do that, and then we shower up for class. We go to lunch after class, and then we have a team meeting before practice. And then we get dressed for practice. Yeah. And then we practice for about 2 hours, and then we have dinner, and then study hall, and then go to sleep, and then wake up and do it all over again.
Do it over again. And so when you're doing the training, is it more technical training? Like, what kind of things would you do in those training sessions?
Right. For us, mainly we focus on our strength training. We did a lot of squats, power movements, power cleans, and things like that, and then. For the skilled players, we'll go work out individually. We'll have, specific coaches for each position. So, one day we may work on just foot quickness and apply metrics, whether it's just jumping and doing all kind of like quick movements like that.
So from college now, you hit the stats, you do what you had to do to get to the draft. Now you made the second round draft is how you got to Miami Dolphins. But if you say didn't go to the draft, what would you have done? Would you have gone then the other route to pro, or because there's many players, I'm also thinking about the college players now watching this, who the draft's coming up and let's say they don't make it, what would you recommend to them?
I really just say before you get to college, have a plan. Have a backup plan. I mean, everybody wants to go Division I. They want to go to the pros after that, but you got to have a backup plan. For me, honestly, that was the only plan I had. You know what I mean, just going to the pros, because I dreamed about going to the NFL when at the age of 7 years old. And the most important thing is just believing in yourself. But you got to have a backup plan, because not every plan works. So, I would say, talk to your parents. I mean, you can talk to me about it as well. Just figure out what's your next passion after football, and I'll say just go from there.
We also, on Instagram, we are going to be taking questions. So if you have questions to ask Dan, write them in. We've got my team behind the camera. They're going to shout them out. So if you have questions, just let us know. We're going to help get as many questions as we can to Dan as well. Okay, so let's talk about now. You're in the draft, right? What happened? Did Miami Dolphins, they just approach you? Did they send you a letter?
So it works. Before the draft, the NFL sends out a list of the top players in the draft. I got invited to New York with over maybe like 40 other players or 30 other players.
Right.
So we went to New York. There were a lot of signings and just a lot of different meetings and activities for the players during that time for promotion for the draft. So my family flew out there. We stayed in New York at the W Hotel.
That's good to know.
It was nice. There was a lot of parties going on and that kind of good stuff. So that's really it.
And then they just approached you at the draft and said, "That's
so okay, you have you guys is going first round." I was like I had the chance of going first round, so that's why they invited me. So a lot of teams told me if I was available, late in the first round, they would take me, but things didn't happen the way they were supposed to. But
did that affect your confidence?
It really didn't, because I knew I would get drafted, but I just didn't know when and where it went around. So my agent stayed in contact with a lot of teams. Teams were texting and calling me during the draft. As I'm in the room with my parents, and coaches were calling me and letting me know that they might take me with this pick. So that was a bit, it was just crazy, just waiting.
Just that unknown.
Yes, exactly. Right.
So obviously, you got drafted to the Miami Dolphins.
Right.
What was that like? What was the difference from, say, junior college or Division I to playing for the Dolphins? I mean, that must have been another level, right?
Yeah, it was definitely another level. Just the preparation it takes to get ready to actually play in the game.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things that goes into the game plan that you got to know. You got to know your opponents inside and out. You got to know what you're doing.
Right.
You got to do your job, because as a running back, you have pass protection duties where if you don't make the right block, you might get the quarterback killed. You know what I mean? So it's just a lot of
dangerous.
You might get cut after that as well. So just a lot of things that you got to do when you're in.
So it's really dealing with that pressure and learning how and you have support, I guess, with the team as well to help you with that. So obviously we're doing a show for you guys, because a lot of you athletes want to play American football, especially over the last couple of weeks. We've had a ton of American football players from overseas ask us how can they get to the States. I know a lot of you guys, and speaking to Dan directly, Daniel, what would you recommend to these players, who are not in America, that are overseas, maybe American football isn't the national sport, but they dream about coming over here? What would you recommend to them?
I would just say stay on your academics first and foremost, and whatever position you're at, I would say just perfect your everyday craft. Just watch videos of players that play your position and learn from them. I mean, and emulate and take some of the things that you learn from them and put it in your game. I think that's the best thing to do.
And if they're looking to come to the States, when should they start this process? Because obviously it's very competitive.
As soon as possible, because here in the States, kids start at a very early age.
How early would they start?
I would say 8th grade, at the lowest.
So what's that, like,
so
12, 13,
it's around 13 years old, man.
13 years old.
Because coaches are already looking for the next big thing, and sometimes they're very young, so they want to, get the leg up on the next guy. So I would start the process as soon as possible, especially right now. It's in the peak of recruiting process in every sport, so the sooner the better. And
but what should you be doing at 13, 14? Is it more just working on your game, your academics? Is it
it's really everything? Just just working on your game. Like for me, at an early age, I started playing football at 7 years old, but I lived outside playing football and basketball. Like, you know, I had to be home by a certain time. I would stay out until like, the street light came on. If I wasn't home by then you know, I would get a beating. But yeah, I think just perfecting your craft and just working on your skills every day.
Right. So, the other question I have for you is that you're now not playing for the Dolphins anymore, right? But you're now ASM football director, also our ambassador. You're here every day helping our athletes. What do you do for our clients that are football players mainly? What do you do for them? You're calling coaches? You obviously can you explain more? What you do
so for me, I met a lot of coaches during my career. I played for a lot of different number of coaches, and a lot of friends of mine are coaching right now at a lot of universities. So for me, I have a lot of relationship with these coaches, so it's easy for me to email or call them and tell them about the players that we have. So the guys that we have in the UK and everywhere else, they have video profiles, so I'll send that profile to the coach and they let me know what they think about them. And you know, a lot of guys are getting a lot of interest.
And see, that's what I found amazing, right? Because obviously I'm from England, and we've had a lot of interest from England, Germany, Poland as well.
Right.
Why would a college player or a college coach take an English player over an American? Like,
you know what? It's not even about that. It's just
because there's so many football players here, right? I mean, they've got all the best players in their
coaches
backyard.
are always looking, you know, to be more diverse. A lot of coaches in Florida, I'm talking to an academy right now. He actually wants to, you know, get more international students in.
Right.
For whatever reason it is, maybe to just, you know, get a lot more.
That's something different.
Something different. You know what I mean? So, but from watching film on these guys that are international, they're just as good as the players here. You know what I mean? They just don't really have the knowledge of it or like the coaching that we have here because it's so dynamic here. And you know, I think when they get here, they'll see exactly the type of player that they can be, and I think they'll benefit from the coaching that we have here.
Of the players that you've seen so far, since you've been starting at ASM, have you seen anyone that has the potential to make the NFL from overseas?
I definitely have, and I think the guys that I work with here can justify that as well.
Yeah, so that's pretty exciting. So the players that we have right now in our program,
they don't understand how good they really can be. It's just a matter of getting the right coaching and getting the right system.
So now, if an athlete watching this wants to join our program, have you helped them get to college? You're also going to help them go to the NFL, right? You're going to mentor them, connect them with your network, and give them all the options available to make it pro, right?
Right, exactly.
So, and that's what you didn't have that. Right?
I did not, and I wish I did. I mean, for me, I pretty much did the recruiting myself in high school, so that was.
Do you feel like if you had yourself now mentoring you along this process, you would probably go D1 straight away?
Better off, yes. I definitely would have went Division I. I would have had more of an understanding of what to expect.
Yeah.
You know, just having someone that's been through the college system and then to the pros, you know, just getting that advice, that's seen it all and done it all, I think that's more beneficial.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why we make this program, why we make it. We're making the program based on what we didn't have, and we're putting things in there that all our athletes need that you probably don't know you need it, but once you get it, you realize how valuable it is. I mean, to have a former Dolphins player on our team advising our American football athletes how to become an NFL player is massive.
Right.
But also not just the pro side of things, the work side of things. If they're looking for jobs in the football industry, you've got the network there. Be a physio, a psychologist, a nutritionist, right? We've got all that network as well. So guys, we're doing this for you, so we'd love any questions. Guys, there's been questions going on, so you've been writing some notes. What we got, Gabriel?
We got, what's your best moment at K-State, most memorable?
Most memorable, I would say...
The poster on the wall?
No, the billboard was definitely insane. I would say just my first game, because I visualized it, you know, coming up, and then just running out of the tunnel and seeing the crowd, it was insane. And having my family there, it was something that I'll never forget.
Okay, and what about the Dolphins?
The Dolphins, I would say my first NFL game, regular season. I rushed for 100 yards in the first game, and it was just a great experience.
Another one we've got is, what was it like the first moment you walked out in front of the crowd for the Dolphins?
Can you also do the name tags, if they've got the name tags, who they are?
Yeah.
Give them a shout out as well.
Tom Phillips?
Tom Phillips.
Tom
Hey, Tom's actually a client of ours, right?
Yeah.
So, Dolphins.
Yeah, I would say, really, I don't know, man. Just the preparation before the game, just being in the locker room, getting dressed, putting on a jersey for the first time, I thought that was pretty insane.
Ahmed Kosher has asked, what is your favorite food to eat?
I would say
Very important question when you're in college.
pan-seared scallops, spinach, and sweet potatoes.
There you go.
There you
And
go.
a steak. A little
Okay.
ribeye.
Charmy Boy is asking, how do you overcome pressure and being nervous? That's a great
That's
question.
a great question.
Man,
Because that's very high
it
intense. You've gone,
happens. I mean, you just can't let it be too overwhelming for you, and you know what I mean? It's gonna happen. You're gonna get nervous and all that kind of stuff, but you just gotta be composed and just not let it take over all your emotions. You
because
gotta be strong.
obviously you're in Division 1 now, 60,000 people watching
Right.
you, that's got to be pressure.
Yeah.
Because obviously I'm a golfer, I didn't get 60,000 people at college watching me, right? So
Right.
I remember watching football games of like the team, I was like, they literally got everybody shouting their name. So if you mess up, it's like, do you feel that the next day, or
I
do you
mean,
just
it's
get on
the
with
toughest thing was just, I mean, you can never get too high, too low. That was the thing.
Right.
You know, when we have a good game, just keep it even kill, and then when you have a bad game, just take it and roll with it.
right? It's gonna happen. You just
It's
gotta.
gonna happen. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You just gotta man up.
Did you
take
see
it.
players that couldn't cope with the pressure? You know, 'cause
Um,
obviously you want to
in
be
the
NFL. you
NFL,
have to.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, guys are pretty good at disguising it and just taking the punches and rolling.
Yeah. What makes someone really from a good football player to like Peyton Manning or
Just
Tom Brady? Like, how do you get to like exceptional level?
just work ethic.
Yeah.
Just being addicted to the grind, you know, the journey, just everything. Those guys are the first ones in the building and the last one to leave, and that's their life,
Yeah.
you know, outside of their family. And,
Eat,
you know,
sleep, everything.
it's really it. Like Tom Brady is football. You know what I mean? You look into his brain, it's going to be a football.
Who was the biggest star you played against?
The biggest star, I don't know, but I think Reggie Bush is probably the most famous guy
Mm-hmm.
because he's a superstar.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody knows him. He's worldwide known.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Reggie Bush. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Any
Yeah.
questions?
Your sister asked, what was the feeling after your first touchdown with the Dolphins?
I don't know. It was just kind of like I just threw the ball down and just
Accomplished.
Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, it was. I didn't really take time to think about it.
Okay, I got another one.
Yeah.
From Mikey Young 21. He's
Mikey,
asked,
what's up, cuz?
yeah, he's asking, what's the most memorable moment in high school?
Most memorable game in high school?
Yeah.
I would say our junior. Man, that's tough. That was a tough one. I know. I would say our junior year we played at West Nassau, and it was our biggest rival. And I caused a fumble when they were getting ready to score a touchdown to win the game. I forced a fumble and recovered it, and we ended up winning the game.
There you go.
It was
Okay.
wild.
Luca Lavino, who we actually had a chat with him and his
Okay.
family yesterday, he asked, did you ever want to play another position in college or in the NFL?
Right. So prior to me playing running back, I was a quarterback. So quarterback was my thing. I played wide receiver as well. Actually, University of Oklahoma recruited me as a safety, so I was gonna go there. And then last minute I pulled out and went to Kansas State. So safety was probably the one that I.
Is that why you picked Kansas over?
Right.
Because of the position you want to play that
Yeah,
position.
a lot of schools recruited me to play safety and linebacker, but I was playing quarterback at the time in junior college, so I was used to having the ball in my hands, so I figured I'll just stay on that side of the ball.
Right, right.
Sam Fenton, another one of my American football boys, he's asking, what was the most famous quarterback you ever played with?
Played with,
Or played against, let's have that. Bit of both.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, and who about
Tom
with?
Brady.
With?
Man,
Tannehill?
Ryan Tannehill.
And Robert from ASM Scholarships Poland, he says, hi Daniel, most players in college playing American football are from the USA. What advice would you give to young athletes dreaming to get a scholarship in the United States?
I would say just work hard and don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't do something. You know, you can't achieve your dreams and goal because, I mean, it's so cliche, you hear it all the time, you know what I mean? You can do whatever you put your mind to, but I'll just say just stay focused and don't let anyone tell you can't do it.
Okay, we got. Tell us something behind the scenes at the NFL. Something that people don't see.
Some juiciness.
Some juice.
Yeah.
Some juice.
Oh man, how much time we got?
And it's got to be modern.
It's gotta be
right?
clean.
We're live with
Okay,
kids, so we
okay.
can't be too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Man, that's tough. We can get his name. We're gonna have to talk.
That was actually one of our influencers, George Briss. Who
Shout out George, man. George taught me everything I know. George is
Good stuff.
Awesome.
I've got a question for you in terms of, we get a lot of athletes watching this that they're thinking about, playing college football, and a lot of them, they just can't imagine they're good enough,
right.
right? So, because they obviously have the dream to do it, but they can't, like, especially for the international kids I'm thinking
Right.
of more, they're like, they want to be pros, but they're like, can I ever be that good? What advice do you give to them?
Also, don't doubt yourself. First of all, you got to be confident in yourself and your skills and your ability. You know what I mean? That's first and foremost. Because if you don't have the confidence in yourself, you won't be that player.
Right.
So that's the most important thing. And when you get your chance, just take advantage of it. But do the work right now. Start working right now, and then when you come here and you're playing football here in the States, just show off all the hard work you put into it.
Got two more great questions. One from HXRV84. What NFL player do you have the best relationship with?
That's a good question.
I would say Mike Gillisley.
Okay. What team does he play
running
for?
back. He was with the Patriots, the Dolphins, Buffalo,
Oh wow.
Saints. So he's a real good running back.
Big time.
Ben Thomas, 2004. He asked, if there was one thing you regret doing at college, what would it be? And he's asking for some advice.
That's great because Ben's actually in
Great.
college right now, so that's a great
Okay.
question for him.
He's one of our athletes as well, right?
right.
I think Ben, you're the one who really kicked off all the Brits coming over here. So thank you, Ben.
Thank Ben.
He started the
Shout out
British
to
tour.
Ben Thomas.
Shout out to Ben Thomas. Yeah, it's a good question.
Regrets? Me personally, I don't have any regrets in college, honestly.
That's good. Well, what do you see other players doing? Like you must have seen players that could have made the NFL,
yeah,
but
I mean-
they did something wrong. They didn't. What do you see
Right.
other people making
So
mistakes in there?
guys tend to, when they get to college, they don't have their parents telling them, "Hey, you need to go to class. You need to do this."
Yeah.
Seen a lot of guys lose out on scholarship opportunities and just being kicked off the team for being selfish and thinking about themselves.
Just
And,
being lazy.
you know what I mean? Yeah, being lazy and not following the rules, trying to be cool or trying to be hard, but in all reality, they end up hurting themselves and they get kicked off the team. And they don't have that chance to continue to play and go and achieve their dream. So
you've got the opportunity, but literally you just throw it
a
away.
lot of guys just throw it away over just silly stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. Got any other questions?
Yeah, I've got plenty more. Caleb Otchway. What was it like running through the tunnel for the first time in the NFL?
It was, words can't describe it. I almost passed out. Almost like that.
That would have been a good thing if you did pass it
I
out.
almost passed out. So
Yeah,
very
it's pretty
excited.
incredible. Luca Lavino again. He asked, last question from me. He says, do you have an injury that influenced your career in a big way?
Maybe hurt me in a little way, playing time wise. Well, I tore my hamstring my rookie year. Ended up missing some time. Prior to that, I was having a really good season. And then I never really recovered from the injury. So I would think that injury was the most impactful for me.
That's quite a common thing you see in football players, right? The injuries normally is what ends your career.
Yeah.
And that's where the education from college comes in really
Right.
useful for the future of your career.
Exactly, because one play can end it all, and then there's no more football, and then it's like, what are you gonna do next? So you gotta have a backup plan at all times.
So once you get some more questions coming in, I know one thing you're doing at ASM Scholarships and ASM Sports Group is you're actually recruiting players right now to go to the NFL for us from college. We won't mention names because we're still signing them up, but that's something you're really passionate about, right? You really want to help those kids from college make it pro.
Right.
And so what does that involve you doing? Is that conversations with the families, teams?
Yeah, it's really just a lot of conversations with some of the family members and the player directly, just building that relationship because kids aren't going to sign you just because of your past. You got to get to know them for me, that was a big thing, just getting to know these guys who I was going to sign with, prior to the NFL. So just building that relationship and making them feel comfortable with you.
Right.
George, you got a question?
Yes, Christian Collins, West.
Christine Westy.
West is asking, how did you deal with pressure when it really mattered?
I would say I just put my head down and work. That's all you can do. You can't really think about it. You just gotta go because you don't have time to sit there and think and reflect. You just gotta go.
That applies to all sports, correct?
Right, yeah, because Reese is a golfer, so obviously he's trying to apply that to his golf.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're just saying just get on with it, deal with it.
Yeah, you just gotta deal with it. You can't let it, control your mind. And
Did you do any exercises for that, or was it just came naturally, or did the team train for pressure
it's just
situations?
playing sports. Your whole
Yeah.
life. There's a certain mental, toughness that sports bring out in you. And over the years of playing, I think that's what it was for me.
Right, just that experience, just
Yeah.
getting
Just got
experience. Good stuff.
Aaron Osborne is asking, how do you present yourself on social media?
Good question.
For me, I'm not a real big social media person.
But you're live now on Instagram.
I'm loud now. For me, it's just having a clean image. You know what I mean? Just try not to do too much because social media can make you look one way when you're really not that way. So I just say be yourself. That's really it.
Charmy Boy again asks, do you have a special routine before a game? If yes, what is it and how does it affect your performance?
For me, I would go have my oatmeal before every game. Get stretched by the trainers. Get my music going, a little Drake. That's really it. That was my routine. I would go walk on the field, chat it up with some of the guys that I know from other teams, and that's really it.
Which song of Drake would you listen to?
All the slow jams. Slow jams.
See George Brish dancing in the background right now.
Kiki.
Alright, let's take 2 more questions and then we've got to get back to work, guys. So
Yeah.
we're going to end this in a couple of minutes. It's been great, but take 2 more questions.
Okay,
2 more questions.
2 more. We've got Mikey Young, 21. Would you have played basketball in college if you were offered a scholarship?
Actually, cousin, I thought about it in junior college, but my coach would not allow it, so that kind of killed my hoop dreams. As we all know, I probably could have went to the NBA, so I'm just saying.
And this is Ossie asks, who was your role model in college?
My role model? I wanted to be Sean Taylor, R.I.P. Sean Taylor. He was a safety at the University of Miami. He's one of the best to ever do it. And that's one of the guys that early in my career when I was playing defense, I modeled my game after. So.
Last question.
Tom Phillips. If you couldn't have gone to the Dolphins, where would you have loved to go?
To the Patriots.
Patriots?
Patriots. They're cold up there though,
I
isn't it?
love the cold. I love the cold.
You like the cold?
I played in Kansas, so it's
It's like the AC on the way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Guys, if you have questions for Daniel, we do want them to get answered, so just please DM us. We will get back to you. We'll do some videos as well for you. If you are thinking about playing college football or even professional football, DM us, contact us. Daniel will be calling you and team. Daniel was involved in every football player in our program, so it's really special to have him on board. We'll be doing this more often, but if you have a question that didn't get answered today, just DM us right now. We'll get back to you. He's going to take all the messages, and we'll also see if we can help you in your football pursuit. Guys, thanks for watching. Daniel, final word, anything you want to leave with the audience?
Say, guys, just whatever it is you want to accomplish, attack it with everything you got. Don't let anyone else distract you and tell you you can't do it.
Perfect. Thanks, guys, for watching. Take care. We'll be back shortly. Sweet, bruh.
All right, nice.